Once upon a time, in a quiet town nestled in a valley, lived a young woman named Clara. At 20 years old, Clara possessed a gentle spirit, with eyes the color of the summer sky and hair that shimmered like spun gold. Her family, though loving and close-knit, struggled financially. They lived in a modest cottage where happiness was measured not in wealth, but in shared meals and warm affection. Clara's greatest escape was through the pages of books, where she dreamed of a life filled with adventure and purpose beyond her small town. One sunny afternoon, her path crossed with Daniel's amidst the lively hustle of the town market. Daniel was striking, with dark hair and a smile that seemed to radiate genuine kindness. He hailed from the wealthiest family in the region, owners of vast lands and a grand estate that overlooked the entire valley. An instant connection sparked between them. Clara and Daniel soon became inseparable friends. They spent their days walking through wildflower meadows and along the banks of the winding river, sharing their deepest dreams and secret hopes. Daniel spoke of his desire to build something of his own, while Clara confessed her yearning to see the world. In those conversations, they found a profound understanding in each other. Inevitably, their friendship blossomed into love. One evening, as the sun set, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, Daniel turned to Clara. "I love you, Clara," he said, his voice filled with emotion. "Will you marry me?" Overjoyed, Clara's heart soared. "Yes, Daniel, I love you too," she replied without hesitation. They embraced, imagining a future woven together. However, their happiness was short-lived. A formidable obstacle stood in their way: Daniel's parents. They firmly disapproved of Clara, viewing her family's poverty as a stain on their social standing. "You cannot marry that girl, Daniel," his mother declared, her tone icy. "She is not of our class." His father echoed the sentiment. "Your wife must come from a family with influence and wealth." Daniel was devastated. His love for Clara was pure and unwavering, and he couldn't comprehend his parents' focus on money over character. "I love her," he pleaded. "She is kind and intelligent. That's what matters." But his parents remained resolute, threatening to cut him off financially if he defied them. The news reached Clara, and a deep sadness settled over her. She loved Daniel immensely, but she couldn't bear the thought of being the cause of a permanent rift between him and his family. With a heavy heart, she told him, "Maybe this is for the best. I don't want to make your life a struggle." Daniel refused to give up. "No, Clara, my love for you is the most real thing in my life. We'll find a way." Days turned into weeks, but Daniel's parents' stance never softened. Clara's own family, though fond of Daniel, grew worried for their daughter's heart. "My dear," her mother said gently one night, "we only want your happiness. Sometimes letting go is the kindest act." After many sleepless nights, torn between her heart and her conscience, Clara made a painful decision. "Daniel," she said, her voice trembling, "I love you more than words can say, but we can't build a future on a foundation of conflict. Your parents will never accept me." Daniel's eyes filled with tears. "I can't imagine my life without you, Clara, but I understand your sacrifice." They held each other one last time, a promise passing between them to always remain friends, even as their hearts shattered. Years went by. Clara dedicated herself to her family and her community, her innate kindness earning her the love and respect of everyone in town. Daniel, Though he continued to manage his family's affairs, never forgot the love he had lost. The memory of Clara was a constant, bittersweet ache in his heart. One winter, Clara's father fell gravely ill. She tirelessly cared for him, but her worry grew with each passing day. Word of her family's plight reached Daniel. Without a second thought, he traveled back to the town. "Clara," he said, standing at her door, "I heard about your father. Please let me help." Touched by his immediate compassion, Clara accepted. Daniel provided medicine, food, and financial support, visiting often to offer comfort. Thanks to the better care, Clara's father began to recover. "You have a heart of gold, Daniel," Clara said, her gratitude immense. "Thank you for everything," he smiled warmly. "I'll always be here for you, Clara." Spending time together again, they realized their feelings for each other had never faded. They had only deepened with time and distance. Soon after, Daniel was offered a major business opportunity in the city. "I have to leave for a while," he told Clara, "but I will write to you. I promise." They said a difficult goodbye, and Daniel moved to the city, pouring his energy into his work. He became incredibly successful, building his own fortune independent of his family's wealth. Through it all, he and Clara exchanged letters, their bond growing stronger across the miles. One day, having secured his future, Daniel returned to the village. He went straight to Clara's cottage. When she opened the door, her surprise was met with his loving gaze. They talked for hours, catching up on all the lost time. Finally, Daniel took her hands. "Clara, my feelings for you have never changed. I still love you. I've built my own life now, and I don't need my parents' approval. All I need is you." Tears of joy streamed down Clara's face. They were married in a simple, beautiful ceremony, surrounded by her loving family and their closest friends. Daniel's parents did not attend, but their absence couldn't cast a shadow on the couple's profound happiness. Clara and Daniel moved to the city and built a life together, founded on mutual respect, hard work, and an unbreakable love. They faced challenges, but their bond was their anchor. They had children and raised them to value kindness and love above all else. Looking back, they never regretted their difficult journey, for it had proven that true love, fortified by patience and unwavering commitment, could truly conquer any obstacle. They grew old together, their love story a quiet, powerful testament to a love that had refused to die, making their lives richer and more beautiful than they had ever dreamed.